Today on Forbes, the trillion-dollar AI data center tsunami coming to a field near you. Last month on his Facebook blog, Mark Zuckerberg wrote, quote, "This will be a defining year for AI." He was hyping his plan to invest $65 billion in 2025, most of it in support of growing Meta's AI capabilities and building upon its Llama 4 model. The locus of these efforts appears to be on 2,250 acres of flat farmland in northeast Louisiana, where Meta has begun work on a $10 billion data center project. This grandest of Meta's 20 worldwide data centers will be called Sucra, or Suite, and cover 4 million square feet of floor space on 2,250 acres. To power racks lined with thousands of NVIDIA H100 GPUs, Sucra will require 2.23 gigawatts of 24/7 electricity, enough to power more than 2 million homes, which utility company Entergy will provide via twin high-efficiency natural gas turbines at a capital cost of $3.2 billion. Meta's plans also call for $250 million in related infrastructure spending, including roads and water systems. Construction jobs will peak at 5,000. So is this really going to get built? And is it even a good idea, given recent revelations from DeepSeek that building advanced machine intelligence might be cheaper and less energy-intensive than initially believed? Zach Krause, an analyst at energy consultancy East Daily Analytics, tracks data center announcements and works on handicapping both their likelihood of getting built and how developers expect to provide for their electricity demand. Krause says he has been encouraging his institutional investor clients, many natural gas and power generation investors among them, not to panic over the implications. Krause, who includes on his list 290 data center projects with a decent likelihood of getting built, says, quote, "We've seen a short-term overreaction by the market to new tech." Even if AI energy efficiency improves exponentially, the silicon brains of the future will need all of those server farms, and then some. That's because of a dynamic called the Jevons Paradox, named after English economist William Jevons, who in 1865 noticed that efficiency breakthroughs in steam engine design did not reduce coal consumption at all, but instead caused demand for the fuel to surge. Jevons Paradox has also been observed, for example, in explosive demand for modern conveniences like air conditioning, passenger airplanes, and MRI machines. Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella in late January tweeted about Jevons Paradox. He said, quote, "As AI gets more efficient and accessible, we will see its use skyrocket, turning it into a commodity we just can't get enough of." Analyst Hugh Wynn at Power Research Group concurs, saying, quote, "The demand for power to train and operate AI models could be materially reduced. However, if these efficiency gains also drive down the cost of AI, the adoption of AI-based services could be significantly faster and more widespread. And that will wipe out any expected energy savings." Krause sees America's tsunami of advanced data centers demanding an additional 81 gigawatts of electricity by 2030. That's enough to power all of Texas today. If developers used natural gas to run them all, it would take about 12.9 billion cubic feet per day, he figures, equal to 10% of national natural gas supplies. He says, quote, "The Meta project is circled in red ink for its eventual impact to the natural gas market." Krause figures that Sucre will require 360 million cubic feet of natural gas per day, the energy equivalent of about 60,000 barrels of oil. And Sucre is not even the biggest. OpenAI is partnering with Oracle, SoftBank, Microsoft, and others on the Stargate project, which they say will be a $500 billion multi-site data center expansion, beginning with Abilene, Texas. In time, Stargate will need more than 5 gigawatts of electricity, though Krause has only factored in a small fraction of that demand until they build something. Microsoft plans $80 billion of capital investment on AI and cloud computing this year. Meanwhile, Amazon has earmarked $100 billion for AI over the next decade, and may spend $35 billion just in Northern Virginia's data center alley. For full coverage, check out Christopher Hellman's piece on forbes.com. This is Kieran Meadows from Forbes. Thanks for tuning in.